Narcissistic individuals tend to display a lot of double standards, hypocritical behaviour when we get to actually pay attention to them as a person. And when it comes to a narcissistic individual, they can be very indifferent towards you. They lack empathy, so that they can lack the concern for you, they can lack the interest in you, they can lack the sympathy for you, they become detached, they fall silent on you, they have an unwillingness to engage in a simple conversation with you or to help you out or to support you in any way, shape or form. They withhold attention, affection and support, and they can happily become indifferent towards you as and when it suits them. However, narcissistic people hate people being indifferent towards them. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, you can try and you try so many different ways, every way you can think of at that moment in time to make it work with them. And then when you begin to recognize the behavior, recognize the pattern, recognize the situation you're in with them, when you almost stop feeling because you cut yourself off from the situation to protect yourself, when you no longer play into their hands, when you no longer play their games, when you no longer chase after them when they've fallen silent on you, when you show that lack of concern towards a narcissist, all of a sudden they become offended by you. They don't like this, and they play many different mind games in order to regain control of the situation. So first and foremost, they might go all out to gaslight your reality, to manipulate you into believing that your indifference is offensive towards them, is unjust, that you don't care about them, that you've never been there for them. They're looking to make you feel bad and change to continue serving them. They might go all out to try and hoover you back in. And the term hoover comes after the vacuum cleaner brand Hoover, where the narcissist comes along to idolize you, to love bomb you, to suck you back into their games, and then they will treat you like dirt, and then they will discard you all over again. They're looking to love bomb you, they're looking to guilt trip you, they're looking to make you feel sorry for them so that you support them in their vendettas against you and others again. They can come on strong with the silent treatments. They might refuse to communicate with you because they believe you're the issue. They could potentially ghost you. And they can ghost you for a lifetime if they don't believe they need anything from you. However, if they think they need something from you, they can reappear like nothing ever happened because they believe that you're the one that's the issue. You're the one that needs to apologise to them. However, if they want something from you, they'll be back with that Hoover acting all sweet and innocent and light to get their needs met by you. They can rage out at you because they're not getting the attention that they believe they're entitled to. It triggers that narcissistic injury. They're seeking to punish you in some way, and one of these ways can be to rage out at you, to lash out at you in anger, to intimidate you and to threaten you. Now, when you're on the receiving end of a narcissist, it's easy to get your emotions manipulated to a point where you rage out at them out of sheer frustration. They're raging out of loss of control over you. They might go all out to play the victim, to claim that you're treating them unfairly. You don't appreciate them. You were never there for them. And not only will they play the victim with you, they will play the victim with those around you to get other people to validate them and align with their version of reality because it makes them feel superior. Let's see, everybody agrees with me. And they only tell people the version of events that they want people to know, and then they can come back to you and say, oh, I was talking to so-and-so today and they agree with me. They're a little like that toddler that never developed into adulthood in the mind, only in the body. They're incredibly selfish. They can throw so many unjust accusations at you. They will project who they are as a person. So narcissists are incredibly selfish, so they can be indifferent towards you, they can lack the concern, lack the interest, lack the sympathy, they can become detached towards you, they can be unwilling to answer a simple question, to engage in a simple conversation. Yet when you treat them in the same manner, they all of a sudden accuse you of being the awkward one, the difficult one. They can refuse to agree on a time to something, yet when you can't be bothered with getting into that loggerheads, that battle of wills with them, so you've closed down, you've closed off, they accuse you of being selfish. When you no longer drop everything to serve them, they accuse you of the one who has become stubborn and uncaring and unkind. So they project who they are as a person onto you. And they genuinely believe it because you are now in essence treating them in the ways that they treat you. They don't see how their behaviour, their mannerisms towards you has created the flip and created the scenario. They just see you as being the issue. The difference between a victim and a narcissist is a narcissist will question and blame and shame all others. A victim often questions, blames and shames themselves and wonders what they can do and doesn't want to necessarily hurt another person. A narcissist will gladly hurt you and then blame you for why you got hurt. And when you're showing that indifference because they're not getting their needs met by you, they will go ahead and discard you. They move on to somebody who's going to pay them the attention that they believe they're entitled to. Now, when you move on from a narcissist, when you recognise the lack of concern, the lack of interest that they show you, that they don't actually care from you, you move on towards a better life for you. Now, yes, there can be that bitterness and that resentment, and being betrayed leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, and you might want to see revenge hit them, you might want to see karma hit them, when what you're after really is that justice. More often than not though, you're just looking to find that inner happiness and that inner peace. When a narcissist discards you, they're looking to gain the attention, they're looking to gain the validation that they're in the right, and more often than not, they're looking to punish you and to destroy you, even though you didn't betray them. But they believe you have betrayed them because you're no longer showing them the attention that they believe they're entitled to. Indifference is one of your greatest weapons against a narcissistic individual in order to get them to leave you alone. Unfortunately, they do escalate their games in the meantime to try and get that attention that they crave from you, especially if they want something from you. However, indifference isn't a natural quality of people who enjoy building connections with others, who care about each other. You tend to have to get pushed to a point with a narcissist where you feel like there's no choice left other than you become that indifferent, or you become that exhausted and that drained that you haven't got anything left to give them anymore. They'll still blame you, they'll accuse you of having the mental issues, they'll accuse you of being crazy. However, if they're the one who then discards you, it can be heartbreaking because you do care about them. But that's your best opportunity to move forward and create a new and a much happier life for you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.